Okay, right, the other night, well, last night, I was watching through some of the videos in my subscriptions page, and I came across an interesting video by Venomousfatman, who is a vlogger in the gaming community, who has a pretty interesting channel and has good views, and he came across a particular subtopic that caught my eye. That's regarding this particular guy who got his account banned on EA for some comment he made of some sort, which I'm not too sure about. And basically this led to him being banned from the game, which is linked, well, banned from the forum, sorry, which somehow is linked to the game system, which to me makes no sense really. You think about it. If you've paid, what, it was $60 for Dragon Age 2, was it, or whichever game it was, and they're turning around and penalising you for saying an opinion, so you can't play the game, you're going to wait 72 hours. Have they really got the right to do that? That's, you know, it's a bit of a funny thing, you know. And well, it's not surprising recently. It's not surprising to me, to be fairly honest, because, well, it's not the first time they've done things like this. I mean, you look at this, I'm just looking at my notes. You look at this Dead Space, well, not Dead Space 2, but Dead Space 2 is a good example of your activate your online pass. Activate your online pass to redeem stuff. So basically, in this instance, to play online, blah blah blah. Then for Dragon Age 2, you have to activate your pass for extra features. That's fair enough. You need a code for that kind of thing, understandable. But okay, so you've got an Xbox 360. You play that. You pay your £5 a month for whatever it is in dollars, or X amount of dollars or pounds for a whole year to play a multiplayer online game, and then you're going to basically it starts off, if you have the game, if you buy the game brand new, then it comes included, which is fair, which is good, fair enough. But say you come to try the game in, then the next person who wants it has got to go out and buy the online pass. Now I think it was something around the region of £10, which is a bit disgusting really. I think at the end of the day, fair enough, they have got to make ways of making money for themselves. However, say you're in my shoes and you can't afford to go and buy every release on launch, and you want to buy the game at some point and try the online features, which are part of the online pass, you've got to go and pay, what is it now, £10. It's like, I bought Dead Space 2 actually and saved £5 off. Retail price in the UK is £40 for a game, and they offered it me for 35p. Now I was fortunate. The code that was on the back of my game wasn't used, so I got it. I'm going to pay for that. I haven't got to worry. But say, you know, you bought that, it was £35. You find that, oh no, the code doesn't work. That code is useless. So what do? You have to go and spend another £10 or whatever it is, which takes it to £45. Considering they're making money off the initial sale of the game, it just seems to be they're trying to make money wherever they can. Fair enough, like I say, fair enough that the climate is as bad as it is, and they've got to work out ways of making money. But I think if they're just going to do this, they might. I reckon that's going to turn way more custom. People just won't buy from the company, just on principle. I know it's a shame that they have the games that I like. That's the only problem. Maybe that's something they're using to their advantage by having the big games that can pull people in regardless or whatever. So it just seems like they're just trying to maximise their profits, and then, well, how can I put it without saying about? They're just trying to manipulate people into buying new games, and it's not really helping out the gamers who, you know, might have to wait a couple of months for it to come down £10–20, so it's more affordable. So yeah, I think Venomous is right. It's just a terrible thing. I can't. It's incredible what they've done. You know, he's paid them money for the product, and because they've had a disagreement. I mean, I haven't seen the comments made, so they might have been flippant or derisory or whatever. But does that justify them taking his access away from him? Wasn't like he couldn't have been abusive or violent or threatened anything like that. It couldn't have been that bad, could it be? I don't think, because at least in the retail environment, like I said, I work in retail. You're protected against violence and stuff like that. But in an online environment where there's no harm that can come or anything like that, I can't see how they could justify it really. Anything else I've missed out? Yeah, well, that's about it really. And also, how can they really? I don't know this, but it's just a hunch, a thought really. Are they possibly trying to say that it's to protect against piracy, sorry, which is a bit silly, considering if you chip a Xbox 360 to go on to play hooky games, you're going to lose your. You're going to have your Xbox blocked off of the network, so you can't do Xbox Live or anything. So why do they bother? It doesn't seem justifiable in my opinion, really, to be honest. And I think they need to really think this over, because at the end of the day, I know if they keep on like this, it might just put me off getting them, because I can't always afford the new games. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who has that problem and has had to be set in the past. But that's all really that's pretty much everything I had to say really about it. And like I say, I just hope that they come to their senses and sort something out. It isn't right. The person's bought the game off them. They've had the money for their product somehow along their lines, regardless of how long it takes to get to them. They've had the money off him, and they're just going to penalise him because they said something that upset them. You know, it's a bit, for a big company like EA, how big they're supposed to be, it's a bit really, I don't want to say pathetic, but yeah, it is pathetic really. You know, they could be a bit more professional about how they deal with things, to be honest. But that's pretty much all I've got to say on the matter, and thank you for listening. Yeah, I'm also, of course, if I am not informed in certain things and you think I should know about it, then let me know in the comments. And this is Dulayne out. Thank you for watching.